So this is day one. Day one of going through this massive bag. $36.66 of pennies that my son had. And we're going to get started. I've got my save bucket. I've got a new copper bucket, and I've got a new zinc box. So we're going to get started here this morning. And I'm going to apologize right now. Some of these are absolutely nasty. 81, 2017. Good morning. Thanks for stopping in and joining me this morning. There's a 2021 Denver. So 77. Save that for copper. So these buckets are probably going to be a little loud for the first couple days. Hey, Jim, thanks for stopping in. 87. 87 Denver has a possible D over D. Mega Bond. Morning. Thanks for stopping in. Possible D over D on that. We'll look at the rest of the coin here. Like I said in the heading, this is day one of my son's collection of pennies that he collected over the years and decades. I don't know how long he's been collecting, but I figured 1940 Canadian this week. Nice. So he brought me 55 pounds of change to go through. He had not gone through it, and I told him I would take out all the fines and go through them and see what we could find. What year was that? What did he say? That was an 87. So I got through all my stuff, and I thought I'll start working on his. We've got $36.66, so a little over a box and a quarter, box and a half. So 2012 Denver. So Mega, do you collect, or you just happen to find stuff, or what do you do? 2015 Denver. 2007, nothing on them. 2012, nothing on them. 2000 Denver. The Phillies have the white AM. Hey, Jim. On the Denvers, do the Denvers make much of a white AM on the 2000s Denvers? I gotta look in my book now, see if that's a thing. I'm not seeing a 2000 Denver reference for a white AM. No, so that must be normal. So thanks for stopping in, everybody. I appreciate you hanging out with me and hitting that like button and being a subscriber. I appreciate that. 2004 Denver. Did see a guy find a, I don't remember what year it was, but he posted a video yesterday of a shield. Yeah, so my sheet says it's a 2000 white AM on the reverse. Well, I found a 2000 Denver, and it had a narrow AM. But I didn't know if so obviously that wasn't it. But I think it was It's easy when you're getting first started out. You can take a look. Yeah, so see, we got the 2000 Denver, and it is showing a narrow AM. So we're looking for the wide AM. So 68 Denver. 68 Denver has sorry about that. One of my coworkers one of my employees just called in and needed to take the day off. His mom just had a stroke. 68 Denver. So we got a possible DDR. Hey, Jonathan. Thanks for stopping in. You have a penny from 1942? Nice. That'd be a Lincoln wheat cent. Got a couple of them. Thanks for stopping in this morning and hitting that like button and joining us this morning. We got 7 people in here, and going through the story behind all this is going through my son's change. He gave me 55 pounds to, yeah, it's always rough. My mom had several health problems before she passed, but I try to be there for my employees when they need time off without giving, especially when it comes to family. So family first. But yeah, I appreciate you guys all hanging out with me this morning. And the story behind this bag of change, I got 55 pounds for my son, and he wanted me to go through it for him before we changed it in. I did a little bit of a contest before I took it in, see who could guess the closest amount in dollars, and Indigenous Treasure took a guess, and she won a copper round from me. I sent that off earlier this week. 84 Denver. 84 Denvers have a possible DDO. But so this is what is left of the change that I had, and I'm starting to go through it. That T looks like it could be doubled. A little bit of a die crack there. The I and the N, maybe a little bit of machine doubling. Liberty. This is an 84 Denver. I'm going to take a look at the book quick. So bear with me here while I take a look in the old Bible here. 84 Denver. As it, they just show it on the 4. And that is not doubled. So we'll throw that in the bucket. So thanks everybody for joining me this morning. We got a 92. Looking for a close AM on that. Not on this one, it's not. So I go live every morning, or try to go live every morning on weekdays before I go to work. And there's a 69 San Francisco. Possible DDO on that. Not seeing anything there. A little bit of a railroad rim there. Not much. If anybody's got any questions, don't be afraid to ask. I'm happy to answer them. There's lots of people that are usually in here that help answer questions if I don't know the answer. And if I don't know the answer, I'll be straight up with you and tell you that I don't know. Let's get the FG. There we got a partial floating roof. There's a faint line there. Let's take a look. Now this one's too damaged to tell on the back side here. So we'll just set that to, if that wasn't damaged, we might have a partial floating roof, or what they can kind of call a UFO. 2020 Denver. So that is a 95 Denver, possible DDO. I always go on the if and double check it out when it comes to coiners. Okay, appreciate that. Not seeing anything there. $75 Denver. $93 Denver. Nothing on that. $2014 Denver. Nothing there. 76 Denver. Nothing on the 76s. 88 Denver. 88 Denvers have the wide AM on the reverse with the serif. Looking for a serif on the G. Yeah, I'm not seeing a serif on the G. Morning, Ben. What's with the Denver coins? Well, Ben, I am in north central Iowa, and we get a lot of Denver coins here in Iowa. 88 Denver. 88 Denver here. And look for that serif on the G. Nothing there. So that's why there's a lot of Denver coins here. That's a 95 Denver, it looks like. Yep. Nothing on the 95s. Oh, a possible DDO, but too late. Threw it in the bucket. 80 Denver. So I'm not taking back any worth any money. Oh, yeah, you can find some that are. You can find some that are some errors. 95 Denver. Possible DDO. So all the coins, or all the pennies that I have, I am keeping for my grandkids, and I'm not taking anything back. What am I looking for? I'm looking for errors and varieties. So that's why I'm going through everything here. So that's what I'm looking for anyways. Lots of, there's a 79 Denver. Nothing usually found on them. Take a quick look around. But it's copper, so we'll save it. You found the wheat yet? No, not in this batch. I went through, when I sorted all the change, I went through everything. and anything that stuck out to me, I grabbed quick and set it off to the side. So I did find some wheats, and I did find some 2009s and stuff like that. But when I went through it originally, and then do I have any silver or zinc pennies? So the zinc pennies are half of the 82s all the way up to present date, which is 2025, because they quit making them in 2025. So zinc pennies are those. So yeah, I've got lots of zinc pennies, and the coppers are half of the 82s to 1909 when they started making the Lincoln heads, and with the wheat reverse, and then they went to the memorial cent, which this is, and then they also had the shields back starting in 2012, I think, or no, was it 2012? I think it was the back. The silver, there isn't a silver penny. There is a steel penny, and that was back in 1943. 1943, they had for the war effort, they pulled the copper out of the penny and made 1 year that was nothing but steel cents. 98. Look for a white AM on that. Not on this one. 2010. All right, that's what I was kind of thinking after the bicentennial. I was second guessing myself there. 95 Denver. Looking for a DDO. I do have my wife calls it a large collection. I think it's more of a minimal collection, but I do have silver dimes, quarters, silver nickels from 42 to 45, silver war nickels. There's a 2000, looking for the white AM, not there. Are the steel pennies worth thinking? Oh, yeah, they can be if they're in really good shape. In BU shape, they can be, but most of the time, you'll find them. They're going to be in real circulated condition if you come across them. If they're in circulated condition, 3 to 5 cents maybe. So 2016 Denver. There's quality collections. Then there's, yes, there is, and mine is more of a quantity collection, I guess. 2003. Nothing on the 23s or 2003s. 2020. Nothing on the 2020s. 2015. Nothing there. There's a 72 Denver. But I'm kind of going through these looking for die cracks and varieties, errors, anything that pops out and catches my eye. Appreciate everybody hanging out with me this morning. 2001 Denver. Nothing on the 2001s. That one is a lost cause, but we'll see if we can make out a date here. That we are not going to be able to see what that is. So we'll throw it on the scale quick. Get my scale pop up, and it weighs 2.5. 2.5 ounces or grams is a zinc penny. 96. 96 is nothing on them. I got both bags of silver dimes, quarters, halves, silver dollars, but I got some better quality ones. Yep. 98 Denver. 98 Denver. I'll look for the wide AM on the reverse. Not there. And 2005. Nothing on the 2005s. It looks like it might be there's an 86. The 86s, nothing on the 86. 2021. Take a quick look at that. Nothing on that. $19.84 Denver, possible DDO. Not seeing anything there. $2016, nothing on the 2016s. 2014. $94 Denver. $77 Denver. Nothing on them. That's copper, we'll save it. That looks like a 95. The 95 Denvers have the possible DDO. When I say DDO, that is double die obverse, if you're wondering. But, thank you everybody for hanging out and joining me this morning. Hitting that like button. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. I go live in the morning before I go to work, and there's a little bit of machine doubling on that 5 and the 1. Nothing too special. But I go live in the mornings before and after work, or before work, and then I try to go live after work as well. And I do that Monday through Friday, and then I usually take the weekends off and spend time with the family. So 2013, nothing on the 2013s. But I'm saving all the pennies that I come across. 2005, nothing on the 2005s. 2022. Pretty ugly 2022. There's an 88. The 88s have the possible wide AM with the serif on the G. Not seeing a serif on that G. So then we got an 87 Denver. The 87 Denvers have a possible D over D. Not seeing a D over D there. So, 2001 Denver. Nothing on them. Hey, Robinson, what book or app do you use for information? Well, I got a cheat sheet that I got from I think it was from Southern Metals. And I do use Strike It Rich with pocket change for errors. There's several books out there that I still need to invest in getting a cherry picker's guide, 78 Denver. So I don't use NAP, but I do use, there's a 65, there's a nice 65. That's copper. 81 Denver. We got nothing on the 81s. But I've got a cheat sheet that I use. It's got a list of all the memorial and some of the errors to look for all the way up until 2024, from 59 to 24. And I use that, and it's sitting here on my table. But then I also, if I have any real questions about it, then I refer to my book, which is the Strike It Rich with Pocket Change. And you can find that on the Jungle app. If you don't know what the Jungle app is, it's the Amazon. You can look in there and find, or any of your local bookstores. 2020 Red Book is a great best starter book. Yeah, I've got a red book upstairs that I use for more for pricing and stuff. If I'm looking for something, that's a good book for pricing, and it does have some of the errors in it, that some of the major errors. 75 Denver. Variety Vista is a great website to use. 2003 Denver. Nothing on the 23 or the 03s. 1980. 1980 has got the possible DDO. Nothing there. Thanks everybody for stopping in and joining me this morning, going through some bag of pennies that I got. 2018. Nothing on that. 2020 Denver. Nothing on that. This will probably be my last handful that I go through. 89. Nothing on the 89s. Oh, that should not have gone in that bucket. Oh well. We'll find it later. 92 Denver. 92 Denvers have the close AM on the reverse. That shows the wide AM. 1966, maybe 60. 1960 Denver. 1960s have the small date, large date. This looks like it is a large date. And possible D over D. Not really seeing that there. Gray Sheet is the best pricing book. Yeah. I've got the blue book also. 89. Nothing on the 89s. 98. 98. Wide AM. Not the wide AM. That one's hard to read. That looks like that's a 75. Save that for copper. Looks like a 2010. Nothing on that. '94 Denver. Blue book is several months behind actual prices. Yeah, that's downfall about literature, is once it's printed, it's outdated usually in the coin community, 2006, but it does give you a good reference to go off of. If you're wondering if you have something, there's something going on in between that S and T. Can't tell if that's, nope, that was just some schmutz. Not looking like anything there. But you can always, if you got something that you're trying to look up, you can always look on eBay and search sold listings. Yep, just what I was saying there, Jim. Great minds think alike. So yeah, eBay sold listings, and punch what you got in for a coin. And then you can kind of see what they're actually going for, depending on condition. And just got an update on the fire call we had last night. Had to help a lady last night that had fallen. She had a dislocated shoulder and a fractured bone in her upper arm. 2007 Denver. I'm a volunteer on our local fire department, and we got a call last night. So, so that's all I have for this morning. I got to get ready, finish going to work, and appreciate you guys all hanging out with me this morning. And I hope you guys have a blessed day, and stay safe. And maybe we'll see you this afternoon after I get off work. So you guys have a great day, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye now. Thanks for joining me.